Hey everyone, welcome to this edition of E3 Minutes for Life. This is Randy, and wanted to take a minute and just talk to you about where we are during the year. As much as Captain Obvious might have already stated this to you, we're about a fourth of the way into the year. That is hard to believe since it seems Christmas was the week before last, but here we sit on the verge of spring. Here we sit at the end of March, beginning of April. And I just want to kind of challenge you to take a few minutes and see where you are. You know, look at your life on both a personal and a professional side of things, and just kind of take a few minutes to stop and look at it. Look at your progress. Look at your course. Look at where you're going. Look at where you've been, and see if it's where you want to be. And you know, as you look at this, whether you're in a management role or whether you're just a team member, whether you're a single person or whether you're leading a family, I want you to think about: are you leading for, are you striving for or toward productivity? Are you just managing for busyness? I think a lot of times that we get so busy, it's easy to get caught up in the list. It's easy to get caught up in the stack or the inbox, and we're just trying to survive. We're not really focused on growth. We're not really focused on the most important things. We're focused on the most pressing things, the things that seem to rise to the top of the stack, regardless of their priority level. The people who yell the loudest, the people who leave us the most voicemails or emails, and we don't always focus on the right things. So here's three things that I would challenge you to look at. Number one, look at where you are related to where you were at the beginning of the year as you head toward your targets, your key objectives, whatever those key objectives may be. And again, whether we're talking personally or professionally, we've got those. Do you still have the right aim? Do you still have relevant objectives? You know, there may be some things that have changed in the last 3 months in your life that you could not have foreseen at the end of December or 1st of January. One question I always encourage people to ask, whether it comes to their job, whether it comes to their personal growth in their profession, whether it comes to their family: if I stay on the path that I'm currently on, is it going to take me to a place that I still want to end up? You know, it's possible that you started toward an objective X number of months ago or years ago, and really things have changed for you, and that's not really a good target for you to aim at anymore. So if I stay on the path I'm currently on, is it going to take me to a place I still want to end up? The second thing you need to look at is your pace. I try to look at things in segments, whether it be segments of a day, segments of a week. You can look at segments of the year or segments of your career. If we look at it in segments and we begin to think of the milestones that we're going to come to, whether that's a certain point in time on the calendar or a certain thing that we put behind us, whether it be a project or an endeavor that we had, are we within the time frames that we had set for ourselves? And are we going at a pace that's going to make it feasible for us to finish in a reasonable time frame? And then finally, what are the new realities that you've come across? You know, what are the new obstacles that you did not know were coming? What are the new opportunities that may have presented themselves? Whether that be from, you personally, from your family, from your team. It could be that it came as a result of market conditions. It could be from your competitors, or it could be from your customers. Whatever may have caused that, we've got to be aware of that. So as you take a few minutes and recalibrate your compass, I would just challenge you to create or adopt an atmosphere of activity with a purpose. Because if we really clarify and crystallize what we're aiming for, and it's a worthwhile endeavor, a worthwhile goal that's going to produce a good end result, then it'll be well worth your effort, well worth your focus, well worth your time, effort, and energy to achieve that. Hope this has been encouraging to you and that you can share this with somebody that might be encouraging to them as well. Thanks for joining us for this edition of E3 Minutes for Life, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.